bottle in a crack in my soul. Been running these bad roads with nowhere to go. Dashboard glowing like a roadside prayer, trying to outrun demons still breathing my air. I got dirt on my name, scars on my hands, a past full of smoke I still don't understand. But tonight that old moon hit me different somehow, like heaven was calling me down. I heard church bells at the midnight, breaking through the whiskey and neon lights. Felt grace pouring down through the Tennessee sky, like God still cared if I survived. Every bad decision, every lonely road, every secret I buried, nobody knows. Still echo in the silence stood still, with those church bells at the midnight ringing through the hill.
I pulled off the highway near an old white church. Boots hit gravel, man, my chest still hurt. Couldn't tell if I came there to pray or hide, but I sat on those steps till I broke inside. Mama used to tell me, son, don't lose your way, but I traded those words for the bars and pain. Now the night wind sounds like a voice again, saying you ain't too far gone, amen.
And those church bells at the midnight cut through my darkness like a porch light. I could hear forgiveness floating through the trees, like mercy was waiting on me. A sinner in a Silverado, drowning in regret, trying to wash away things I'll never forget. But for the first time in a long while still, those church bells at the midnight gave me chills. Church bells at the midnight, calling lost souls back to the light. Every broken heart, every worn out man, still got hope if they just stand underneath that steeple with the stars shining bright. Maybe heaven works the late shift at night. Maybe grace shows up when the pain gets real, with those church bells at the midnight on the hill. I've been fighting with the devil since I was 16, raised on gasoline and wild dreams. Tattooed prayers running down my arm, trying to protect me from my own harm. I seen jail bars, cheap bars, broken homes, felt more alone in crowds than alone. But something about that ringing in the cold night air made me drop to my knees right there.
Yeah, I cried like thunder in a pouring rain, asking God if he still knew my name. Cause I done things I can't undo, burned down bridges and called it truth. But those church bells at the midnight sounded like redemption in the pale moonlight, like angels singing through the pine somewhere, telling me he's still there.
Maybe we ain't too lost to be found, maybe rock bottom ain't where we drown. Maybe the broken pieces still fit somehow, maybe this is our revival now. Maybe every back road we went too far down still circles back around this town, where the prayers of our mothers still survive, keeping stubborn hearts alive. And maybe these old scars don't disappear, but they remind us why we're here, to tell every soul still barely holding on. The darkest nights don't last that long. Church bells at the midnight, ringing through the valleys in the dead of night, calling all the drifters, the lost, the weak, the ones too tired to even speak. There's a little white church with the door unlocked, where mercy still waits around the clock, and the good Lord listens when the broken kneel, while those church bells at the midnight peal. Yeah, There's a crack in this bottle and a crack in my soul. Been running these back roads with nowhere to go. Dashboard glowing like a roadside prayer, trying to outrun demons still breathing my air. I got dirt on my name and scars on my hands, a past full of smoke I still don't understand. But tonight that old moon hit me different somehow, like heaven was calling me down. I heard church bells after midnight, breaking through the whiskey and neon lights. Felt grace pouring down through the Tennessee sky, like God still cared if I survived. Every bad decision, every lonely road, every secret I buried nobody knows, still echo when the silence stood still, with those church bells after midnight ringing through the hills. Church boots hit gravel, man, my chest still hurt. Couldn't tell if I came there to pray or hide, but I sat on those steps till I broke inside. Mama used to tell me, son, don't lose your way, but I traded those words for the bars and pain. Now the night wind sounds like a voice again, saying you ain't too far gone. Amen. Those church bells at midnight cut through my darkness like a porch light. I could hear forgiveness floating through the tree, like mercy was waiting on me. A sinner in a Silverado, drowning in regret, trying to wash away things I'll never forget. But for the first time in a long while still, those church bells at the midnight gave me chills. Church bells at the midnight, calling lost souls back to the light. Every broken heart, every worn out man, still got hope if they just stand underneath that steeple with the stars shining bright. Maybe heaven works a late shift at night. Maybe grace shows up when the pain gets real, with those church bells after midnight on the hill. I've been fighting with the devil since I was 16, raised on gasoline and wild dreams, tattoo prayers running down my arm, trying to protect me from my own home. I seen jail bars, cheap bars, broken homes, felt more alone in crowds than alone. But somebody ringing in the cold night air made me drop to my knees right there. Yeah, I cried like thunder in a pouring rain, asking God if he still knew my name. Cause I done things I can't undo, burned down bridges and called it true. But those church bells at the midnight sounded like redemption in the pale moonlight, like angels singing through the pines somewhere, telling me he's still there. Maybe we ain't too lost to be found, maybe rock bottom ain't where we drown, maybe the broken pieces still fit somehow. Maybe this is our revival now. Maybe every back road we went too far down still circles back around this town, where the prayers of our mothers still survive, keeping stubborn hearts alive. And maybe these old scars don't disappear, but they remind us why we're here, to tell every soul still barely holding on. The darkest nights don't last that long. Church bells after midnight, ringing through the valleys in the dead of night, calling all the drifters, the lost, the weak, the ones too tired to even speak. There's a little white church with the door unlocked, where mercy still waits around the clock, and the good Lord listens when the broken kneel. While those church bells at the midnight pit, those church bells at the midnight made three broken men believe. Alright, that redemption ain't just words you hear, it's a sound that finds you when the road gets clear. So if you're out there drowning in your pain tonight, and your world feels darker than the moonlit sky, just listen close when the wind stands still. You might hear church bells at the midnight calling you home through the hill.